Hi, I'm Terry Baker and welcome to my Art of Photo studio. I chose the name Art of Photo because it represents my approach to producing fine art images through the medium of photography. My original training was in painting and fine art printing, which I taught through junior and secondary years, up to A-level. Over time, I brought a deep love of photography into my art teaching and also began to teach A-level photography. It was therefore a no-brainer to start merging the two disciplines, both in teaching and in my own creative work. The photography inevitably shifted from film and traditional silver image printing to digital imaging. This opened up a whole new world of creative possibilities. I still continue to make use of film-based photography, where applicable, but this too is digitised and worked in editing suites such as Lightroom and Photoshop. As you can already see an example of my work behind me, now is perhaps the moment to take you on a tour of my studio. You'll see examples from two collections on display, images from a series called Hypernova and a smaller number from a series called Off the Wall, based on architecture, which can be seen on my website. All my work comes in a number of print sizes, each being a limited edition of 30. I window mount it myself and have it professionally framed. So now sit back and enjoy the tour. Here we have a selection of the collages from which my Hypernova collection was developed. I took a series of extreme close-up photos and subjected the resulting prints to various degrees of burning and tearing. The pieces were reassembled into these collages, which were rephotographed and sent to Lightroom and Photoshop for continued development. I edited the images through many layers and many hours of work until I had the result I was looking for. The final image, such as the one shown here, was then flattened into a single layer master file, ready for printing. Prints are made in a number of sizes, each being a limited edition of 30. This panel shows the original untouched architectural photograph, the midpoint on the way to the final image, and the final limited edition print. I hope you enjoyed watching my video, and please do visit my website www.artoffphoto.co.uk to see my landscapes and other collections. Bye for now.
Hi and welcome to one of my workspaces, potting shed as I'm now calling it. It is a kind of outdoor workspace, indoor-outdoor room. It's just a little lean-to that's attached to my house. It is freezing in here at the moment. But I'm kind of forcing myself to work out here because I think that just being indoors a lot, which I am at the moment, is not very healthy. So this feels a bit like getting fresh air because I've got the door open, and working at the same time. So there's lots of plants here, and then all stuff like the boiler. But this is this place where I can do more messy work and more just more messy work. I can do printing and all those kind of things that are a bit difficult in the house. So in here I make my papers for collage. There's all sorts of stuff here that I've made, and sometimes I just spend a whole day doing that. When I say made, I don't mean I've actually made the paper, but I have found ways of colouring the paper and making marks. Here's a few recent ones, and that's something I think that I'll get more into. That's turmeric, onion skin and coffee, so working ways of making papers and colouring them with all sorts of stuff. And what I love about this is how close it is to, these colours of nature. And yes, I bought all these, A, to eat, but B, mainly to draw and as studies. So I could do big work pieces out here when I fancy it. I've got this gorgeous old drawing board, a lovely map, and my olive tree. But really it is a bit of a mess. And yeah, this is one of my workspaces. This is what I'm working on at the moment. And so I've been making lots of blue and white papers for that. And on here I can use all my inks and not worry too much about them getting all over the place, and do lino prints and those kind of things where you really want to get messy and get paints everywhere. So this is my workspace, one of my workspaces, and I'll go and show you the indoor one in a moment, the potting shed.